Welcome to the Key. It's August 2020 right now. We're still in the midst of the COVID pandemic and of the defund the police political atmosphere. There's no news on promotions or testing or anything like that. It's not worth listening to rumors. If you want to keep up with the material for the eventuality of the next exam, don't knock yourself out. They're past Interim Order 60 already of this year. A lot of detailed little things, and relax. I got this, okay? You don't need to go over every little change. That's what I do, okay? And when the next exam shows up on the horizon, we'll start classes and I'll give you every little piece of information you need, all right? So don't knock yourself out. Like I said, there's a lot. Last month, I picked 2 interim orders from this year, showed you some of the highlights that you need to know for the upcoming exam or for the next exam. Do the same thing today. I'm going to make this very quick. Just going to grab out 2 interim orders that have some very important changes for us as students. All right, first one. There's a 3-page document accompanying this video as always. Take a quick look at it. Maybe follow along as we do this, all right? Interim Order 37, debriefing a DAT prisoner. He processes a DAT. In the past and for always, for your entire career, it said to the cop, the arresting officer, have him debriefed, notify the squad or some other investigative unit to come and debrief. That's all it said. It didn't say what to do if there's no one available or anything else. Now that line stands, and they've added in, if there's no one available, notify the desk. All right, now scroll down 2 pages, new step for the desk. Check and make sure that the prisoner was debriefed before you release them on a DAT. If they were not debriefed, ensure the investigators were notified. If they can't make it and the DAT process is complete, guess what? You, the desk officer, or another available supervisor will do the debriefing. That wording, by the way, lends itself perfectly to an in-basket question. You, the desk officer, don't go into the testing of, well, there's no investigative unit available. I have to do it as a desk officer. Not so fast. It's you or another available. And they love doing that on in-baskets. You have to go to the roll call, see who's available, who's not, etc. Just know this. There's more to it than just telling the cop, have them debriefed if you can. There's a little bit more to it there, okay? Let's move on. The next one, Interim Order 52, body-worn cameras. They have been tweaking this freaking thing since it came out, okay? A lot of details in here. Again, relax. Don't worry about it. I got it all nailed down for you, okay? We'll cover some of the basics right now. Used to be 1010 for this, for that, and they listed out the different types of 1010s. Now it says all. All 1010s except missing. Okay, so you can disregard the list of which 1010s do I have to respond to, or rather do I have to turn the camera on for what I'm responding to. It's all except missing. And then they added in other things, 52, 53 with injuries if highway responds, etc., etc. You look it over, the list is there. What's interesting about that is I just said I have to turn this on when I'm responding, right? It used to say turn it on prior to arrival or upon arrival. They took that away. Prior to arrival, turn it on. The only exception is if you're driving. Okay, the operator vehicle can turn it on prior to arrival or upon arriving. So if it says upon arriving, you got to look at the body of the question. Am I driving or am I the recorder? Okay, very big important piece of information there. So again, there's a whole where does the camera go? It used to say center of the chest. It no longer says that. It says the vicinity of the breast pocket. Sounds trivial, and it is in the real world, but on the day of your test, if you see the words center of the chest, check it off, know that it's wrong. It's been right for years since they came out with this thing, and now it's wrong, okay? I could go on all day. I won't, but let me just point out a few more because there's a lot of changes. Like I said, they're past Interim Order 60 already. Okay. The complaining witness statement, or the complainant or the witness's statement, captured on a video. And then they go into 208. 02, the arrest process chapter, you got to bring it in here. Make sure you study it when you study 212, 123, body-worn cameras. You ask this guy, you need medical psych treatment? You ask that with the camera rolling. It is now a specific step of the guide for you to have the camera rolling when you ask that question. Okay, arresting officer shares the video of the arrest with the DA. There's now a pre-printed form for that. Here's the most important point about knowing that. No more command log entry by the desk officer saying it was shared with the DA. There's now a pre-printed form. This goes on and on and on. I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's a 3-page document. Look, I'm going to tell you something. It took me hours to make this document. take your 15 minutes to go over it, make some notes, spend another 15 minutes on it a week from now, etc. Okay? That's how this whole system works. And again, don't worry about the changes that are being made. I got it, okay? They announced an exam, we got all of this. Like, in fact, today, Interim Order 57, 58 came out in July. For 22101 use of force, they went to town on this thing. Relax. Very minor changes. Very minor. And we have them nailed for you, okay? So don't put any thought or any hassle into the idea of what are we going to do, how are we going to get started studying again when the next exam does show up. I got this, all right? And I'll make another video in a couple of weeks, okay?